Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Dice Tower Con, where this live stream is recommended by 9 out of 10 dentists. And we're excited to be here today with Mr. Stephen Bonacore from Stronghold Games, also known as the Podfather, and many other things that Tom told me that I will not say on the show.
Well, hashtag Tom Vassell doesn't like fun, as we know.
That's what I've heard.
Trending now on Twitter. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that in a second. Now, most other publishers bring one, maybe 2 games to show. Mr. Bonacore has brought, tell me, Chaz, how many? 8 games.
And I left one in the booth because we ran out of them. So the demo copy's just going.
So
we're going to go quick. We're not going to bog you down with details. We'll talk quickly about what the game is and the street date, and we'll just move on.
Here we go.
And I heard there's going to be a game show or something.
Oh, there's going to be something for you.
I can't wait.
All right,
we're going to go like smallest to biggest. Right?
Yes.
Oh, look at it. Wow. That's like a magic trick almost. So Memo R. Memo R is our family weight game. In fact, this is a great game for families because it has memory in it, and kids are just great at memory games. We got a recommendation for the Spiel des Jahres, not a nomination, so we won't win, but we're on that honorable mention list, which is really good. But I highly recommend this. This has already been out for about a month or so. I highly recommend this for families because kids will beat their folks playing this game, and that's just a great idea. Cute little animals and backgrounds on there, and you're just trying to match them up via turning over cards of the last one that was played to match it up.
So it's like a match game type.
It's like a match game, and you know more and more about what's on the board as the game plays.
Yes, I got to play this at BGG Spring.
Cool.
And it's got the little grid of the cards, and I sat down going, oh, memory game, this is going to be a piece of cake. But each of the different animals and stuff has a special ability.
Yep.
And so some of them let you move things around the board, or skip things, or do other things. And so you're playing it, and the board is constantly in a little bit of a state of flux with these special powers. And so I really, really enjoyed it. It was more than just a little memory game.
Very cool. And that is Memo R.
And we'll just slide that one off to the side.
Right there. Next. Oh, look at this guy, man. It's just like magic. So Nimble, we're not even demoing Nimble because it just got into the warehouse as I was getting here. So we didn't bring it out. This street date's on July 25th. And this is a card shedding game, and this is not even our box. There's a little sticker here. This is the Pegasus version of the game. Our box has slightly different art, but pretty much like this. Lightly themed in these various IPs, Pinocchio, War of the Worlds, 80 Days Around the World. But really what you're trying to do is you're trying to shed the cards from your hand onto the piles of cards that are in the center. Plays in 5 minutes, and you're doing it via color. You get the target, I call it the target in the background. Trying to get the target that's in the center of the card in your hand to hit a background out there. So this purple can hit that purple, and you got that one out. And you keep doing this on the various piles. Sometimes you can't play, so you put it to a discard pile, then you can come back in your hand. 5-minute crazy filler game. When you play this the first time, you'd be like, I don't know what I just did, but I gotta try it again. So this is fast reaction game.
Is it real time playing the cards?
Real time, man. That's why it's a 5-minute game, as fast as you can play it.
Nice.
And that is Nimble.
Nimble.
Oh, look at him. All right.
Here we go.
Right, this
is the one.
This is my fave. This is the fave. There it is. Gold Fever. Hashtag Tom Vassell doesn't like fun. So Tom panned the game, and of course I turned that immediately into a marketing event for myself. So in Gold Fever, I guess I can leave it. I don't know if we're going to get that top and focus in on it. In there's 5 bags, these 5 burlap sacks, and all of these cubes. There's a bunch of gold, some black gravel, gray gravel, white gravel, a ruby, and an emerald, and they're all in the bag. And then in turn. And then in turn order, you're going to be able to pull stuff out of the bag. It's the first player that gets all 5 of their gold out will win. But you can stop your turn at any time. Say I pull a black and a white gravel out, and then I pull a gold. I can just bank that gold, and then take that stuff that I have, and I'll throw it into Marty's bag because I'm seeding bad stuff into his bag.
Okay.
And there's a potential for a real-time aspect to occur, so you have to constantly watch. If all of a sudden somebody draws out the ruby, now all of a sudden a speed round occurs. So everyone's drawing frantically until somebody says gold. So this is just a fast, fun, crazy game. I call it a bar game because you can't destroy the game. There's these bags and these acrylic crystals. You can play it on a bar, play it on a table, in a restaurant. You can play it on the floor if you're waiting online someplace. It's just fun in a box. Vassell didn't get it, but you like fun, so you will like the game.
And that's out now?
This just came out on June 27th.
How much does it cost?
This is $29.95.
$29.95.
Selling it here.
Whoosh! Whoa!
Whoosh. There it is. All right, that's not how this is. Actually, Tom actually used that when he reviewed the game, and he did like the game. So sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. So in Whoosh, this is an adorable game with these cute little animals that they're coming into your village, and you have to get them out of your village. Not to kill them, we're gonna get them out of
just push them out.
Yes. So there's 3 stacks of these oversized, like tarot-sized cards on there with all these cute little monsters on there. And in turn order, people are flipping over weapons cards.
Yes.
When the weapons cards that are on the table in front of anybody match the ones that are on any given monster, this monster might have a sword, an axe, and a lightning bolt. And all of a sudden you see that, you smack that monster, and then you get that monster into your score pile.
I like slapping things.
The little one is worth like 3 gold. The bigger one is worth 4, and they're all like the artwork gets cute and gets better as as it gets bigger on the different various cards. So it's a quick reaction game, 2 to 8 players, plays in 10 minutes, ages 8 up.
Out now.
It is out now. Whoosh.
How much?
Whoosh. Bounty Hunters. This is $19.95.
Nice.
Oh, these guys got it. Why don't you just do it? I'll just stand You're much better than me. All right, Steamrolls has been getting a lot of buzz lately.
Yes.
This came out on May 30th, I believe it was. $49.95, 1 to 5 players. I answered all your questions. But what's really cool about this game is that it is like Age of Steam, or Steam meets a modern roll and write game.
Right.
Roll and writes are the big rage right now.
Yeah.
There's plenty of these coming out. It's a very modern mechanic. And you get to do all the interesting things that you would do in like Age of Steam. Upgrade your engine, pick up and deliver, build rails, but without the economic death spiral and 3-hour gameplay. This is a 30 to 45 minute game. You have a center board with all the cubes on it. Those be the cubes where you're going to pick up and deliver those items, and each player gets their own mat that they'll draw their lines on. And the roll part is that there is a set of dice here. It's really hard to see on here, but there's a custom die that shows you the track that's available to be built on that turn. And all the standard dice are dice that could be used to do various other actions, upgrade your train or build or move that many places on the board and things like that. So Age of Steam meets modern roll and write in a 30 to 45 minute train experience, and that is Steamrollers.
Yeah, we got a copy of that. My co-host Tony immediately took it from me, and I've yet to play it.
That's right.
He says it's really good.
And you guys are going to be doing that on your show.
Yes,
so
we will.
I want you to get a game too and
All
play
right.
it. All right, what do we got?
Order up.
Order up. You always wanted to be on Hell's Kitchen, have a world famous chef yelling at you. Well, you don't get the world famous chef yelling at you in this game, but what you do get is the experience of running a kitchen, just like in Hell's Kitchen. You have to do all of the stuff in this game in real time with 1 to 4 players. You have to go get the orders from, like a waiter, go get the orders from the diners. Right. You've got to go and clean dishes if they need to be cleaned. You got to go to the pantry, get the ingredients, go get spices, and then cook them in the center. These are sand timers here. Each player gets 2 sand timers. Those are their workers. So it's a worker placement in real time. So if I put something to go get the order, he's going to be standing there for 30 seconds until the order is fulfilled, until he's got the order. Somebody else then might hear what that order is, and they'll go run to get the ingredients for it. Somebody else say, okay, as soon as you get it, I'll start cooking it. So you're coordinating all of these efforts at the same time, in real time, and if your restaurant is profitable, after the end of a certain number of rounds, you've won the game. It is a tough cooperative with that real-time element.
Yeah, I bet.
It is tough, but it is really rewarding. Gorgeous bits in this game. All of the wooden bits are custom, so you have like carrots and meat and bread and cheeses, and I forgot what the white ones are, but they're cool looking. It's like bow ties. Not sure what they are.
Pasta or something.
Yeah, it might be pasta, something like that. So all the cubes are the different spices in the game. Some really gorgeous bits too. Looks beautiful on the table. This has been one of the biggest selling games that we have here right now.
And it's out now?
This is out on July 11th, which is this Wednesday, $69.95.
Nice.
That is Kitchen
And
Rush.
we have talked about this on our show because this is one I was excited to play because I just recently played a game called Overcooked, a video game, and a lot of people say this is a lot like a board game version of Overcooked. So if you like that video game, a co-op, real-time game, making stuff in the kitchen, this is it.
There you go.
Yeah, this one's open, so I'm not going to do anything funny with it.
No, nothing funny with this one. So what we're talking about here is Fist of Dragonstones, the Tavern Edition. Now, in Fist of Dragonstones, that was a release by Days of Wonder back before they were with Asmodee.
Okay.
Before they had Ticket to Ride, they had a bunch of smaller games. Fist of Dragonstones is one of them. The license went out. We went back to the great designers Bruno Faiduti and Mikkel Schacht out in Europe, We did a little more development with them. We tripled the number of character cards in the game. This is an auction game where you close fist auction bid with coins in the game. There's all these wooden coins in the game, and you're trying to win dragon stones, and dragon stones can be turned in for victory points.
Right. 3
victory points to win the game. We've added some extra mechanics in the game besides all those new characters to make the game go a little bit faster as well. And now we're re-releasing this. This is my big box release for Gen Con.
Oh, okay.
It'll come out on September 5th now afterwards as well, but we'll have it there. We're throwing out a big launch party on Thursday night. Every year we do a launch party for one game. And if certain people here want to be VIP guests of mine at my VIP tables, you're welcome to.
Oh, I'm interested.
If you guys are interested, I can get you in.
Yes.
Otherwise, if anybody out there wants to play the game with us on Thursday night, they can get the ticket, the standard Gen Con ticketing system. You go there, you sign up, and it's $4. That all goes to Gen Con. People who come and play with us, the winners might get the game. Oh. Everyone gets a free gift, and they see stupid people dressed up in costumes. Last year we did this for Flamme Rouge, and some guy weighed 15 pounds more than they did this year, because I lost some weight, came out in biker shorts. I'm riding on a bicycle. I looked like a stuffed sausage last year. Anyway, that's Fist of Dragonstones. Really cool auctioning game that we're coming out with very soon.
Nice.
All right.
$49.95.
$49.95.
Last one in the pile is the game that just will not stop.
Will not stop. Now, obviously not a new game, and everybody knows about Terraforming Mars. I won't even put it this way. We know all about Terraforming Mars. But the reason it's here is that I just want to mention that probably the biggest release in number of units I'm going to sell at Gen Con will be Terraforming Mars Prelude.
Okay.
Right? Prelude is the 3rd expansion for Terraforming Mars. It is a deck of cards that will be part of the draft of your corporation. So you'll get the 2, in the beginning game, you get your 2 corporations, you select one. Now you also get 4 Prelude cards and select 2 of them. Those Prelude cards, the effect are that they will give you a special benefit that you'll use early in the game. It's going to jumpstart your economy. The game kind of starts slow, of course, because you only have a certain number of mega credits you can use, certain amount of resources, so things ramp up. Here you'll get a jump start to make things ramp up faster. And more differentiation for your corporation versus yours, versus mine. So that's kind of cool as well. And it'll tend to shorten the game by about maybe 15 minutes or something like that. So that's the first one. And then for Essen, we have colonies. So we explored Venus in the 2nd expansion. Now we move out to the outer solar system, the colonies. You might be on Europa. Not going to be terraforming as much out there, but what you're going to be doing is gaining resources out there, doing some trades with other players and things like that. So that's coming out at the end of the year. That's called Colonies. Lots of stuff coming out for Terraforming Mars, because obviously it is a brilliant, fantastic IP for us that we're going to, have around for quite some time.
There's some, for the last a little over a year now, I have been doing a monthly video series where I take the average, the aggregate each month of what's been on the BGG hotness list each day, make the monthly averages. I do that. There's 2 games that have been in the top 10 every month for over a year.
Which
Gloomhaven. I'll give you a wild guess what the other one is.
Yeah, it's terrifying. I know, it's amazing. It just sits there, and the rating keeps going up. I mean, when it broke top 10, I was like, wow, that's just amazing. It'll never go any higher, and 9 and 8. Now it's the number 4 rated game, a ranked game.
Wow.
It's astonishing, and we're very blessed to have been selected by Fricks Games to do this with them. So, and it is that good of a game. Thankfully, it's not hype. This game is that solid of a game.
Yeah.
And what's amazing about this game and all these other games that you just showed is this is your lineup just came out or coming out at Gen Con.
This is the last couple of months into Gen. All right,
we got a press release from you the other day of all the craziness that's going to be coming out after that. I mean, you're already. You're still getting ready to push it, but you're already looking at what's going to be coming out of Essen and later on this year.
We're looking at the September and the October and November releases.
You got tons of stuff coming out.
Yeah, and it's and people say there's too much product in the market, and there is, and there's so much for the gamers to put up with, to follow up with. But the thing is, I have so many of these wonderful partners out in Europe, and they need ways of getting their games out. They need a distribution channel into North America. We provide that for them. I want to be a place where every gamer can say, well, what's Stronghold doing in heavy years? What's Stronghold doing in party games? Obviously, not every person's going to buy every one of these games. That would be crazy. But a place where people can look and say, what are they doing in games that are usually in my wheelhouse? We don't want to specialize. We want to be broad. And that's what I think we've done.
Oh yes, yeah.
Good.
You've done it pretty darn well.
Thank you so. Thank you
That's
so
right.
much, gentlemen. All right, what do you got for me now?
Before we let you go,
yeah,
let's see if you can do pretty darn well at this.
Go ahead and
I'm in trouble.
set up what we've been doing as far as the contest and everything while I get my equipment over here.
All right, sir.
He's got to get it.
So
It's an
this
iPad.
is
He's gotta get equipment.
Just not.
This is the part of the show that
Time
involves
for the
you, the viewer, because if you have been using the hashtag DTCQA on Twitter to tweet anything to Marty and I about the convention, about ourselves, about questions about the life, universe, whatever, if you've been using this hashtag on Twitter today, you have been entered into any of the contests that we've been running, and we're about to start the next one. Mr. Connell over here has put together a list of 8 questions about Stronghold Games for you, with your bevy, nay,
trouble.
wide array, no, cornucopia of titles that you have published. We want to find out just how well you know your product
Yeah,
line.
this is gonna be good.
I'll let Marty take it from here.
What's on page 3?
No, nothing that detailed. Here's the thing.
All right, here we go.
Maybe that is.
Chaz has not seen the questions or the answers for this game.
Am I gonna play against him?
No.
Oh,
But what you can use him is as a lifeline.
Good luck to you.
I see that.
And also, we'll continue with the rules.
Yes.
So I'm a lifeline because there's going to be how many questions?
There's going to be 8 questions. You must get at least 5 of these right. A majority.
A majority?
A majority.
A majority.
A majority for the because if you do, somebody out there watching now is going to win a $25 gift certificate.
I want
to
to win this for
CSI.
you.
Yes. And what's going to happen is, since there is no live stream tomorrow, we've been announcing the winners during the live stream. But I have been contacting every winner by a Twitter direct message. So if you are a winner, you will receive a direct message from me, and I'll be following up with you about that offline.
And no pressure, but everybody else that we've done this with has yet to have not won something for the
Yet to have
listeners.
not won, so they've all won.
Double negative, yes.
Okay,
there we go.
So no.
No one's lost.
Yeah, and this is the same gentleman that wrote the questions you're about to be asked.
Nothing can possibly go wrong here. Except
Okay, here we go. So I've gone through your bevy. Is that a bevy, a collection? I don't know.
Yes.
Your collection of board games
A
over
toboggan
the
of
past
questions.
many years. A toboggan of questions. So you learned something.
Are these all Stronghold games? Or
Oh
my
yes, they're
personal
all
collection?
Stronghold games.
All right.
Here we go.
Maybe even in my house. I don't know.
First question. This is a big game for you right here. Dark Moon, formerly known as BSG Express, is a game of deception and portrayal at the cold edge of space. Who is the designer of the game?
That would be my good buddy, Evan Derrick, who's here.
See? It's
With
not
Van
that
Ryder.
hard.
Oh,
So there are 8 questions?
Yes.
Give me a Stronghold game for our point markers. 1 point. Yeah, 1 point. All right.
these guys are good at this.
Yeah, all right,
Evan's
here we
with Van Ryder Games now. He's such a great guy. He's
Yes,
here
he
hanging
is.
out
Oh,
with
with
me.
they
Van
go.
Ryder.
Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Okay,
he's one of the principals there now.
Yes,
cool.
he is. All right, here we go. Since you like to look at BGG and see where your games are ranked, name your 3 top ranked games on BGG.
Obviously,
Gotta be
Terraforming
one.
Mars.
That's number 1.
Number 4 in the BGG. Oh crap! My next top game.
Your next top game.
would be. It's. Oh god! If I get this wrong.
Yeah.
I
You got some good ones.
I think it's. Village.
Village is on there.
That makes sense.
Yes, Village is there.
Oh, okay.
So you got 2. 1 more.
Oh wait. Okay, I know which one you're gonna say, which is not on my catalog anymore. Right? We'll
I'm
say
sorry.
We'll
I'm
use
sorry. It
well,
is.
No, it's, but
But it's there because it was in yours.
That's right. It's still on my list, so therefore
Yes.
it is Great Western Trail.
Great Western
Yeah,
Trail.
see, I wasn't
Wow.
thinking anymore because we no longer
Yes.
produce that game.
All right, give me
Yeah.
another
I
victory
got
point.
it.
All right, so another game.
We get another victory point right here.
This one's easy.
All right.
What does Flame Rouge mean?
Red flag.
Look at-
red flame. Red flame. I said it. I got it
Final
right.
answer? Final answer, red
That
flag?
is red flame.
Yeah,
I'll get at it. All
see?
right.
And the red flame is the flag that they wave for the last mile, kilometer, the last portion of a race, of a bicycle race.
All right.
Very impressive, right? Even the staff says it's very impressive.
I'm
Okay.
helping. Okay.
Here we go. Crude, the oil game, was brought back into print in 2012 by Stronghold Games. Crude, the oil game has been a highly sought after Grail game. It's a Euro-style game before Euro-style even existed. My question to you, Mr. Bonacore,
Is.
what year was it originally released?
Oh, this is a good one. Original release date for Crude.
He reprinted this. A lot of people have been looking for it, and he brought it back in 2012.
I actually have 2 copies of Crude. I went out and I bought one because
Yep.
I wanted it so bad. And then like immediately after, my local game shop had a garage sale where people brought in games. Someone brought in a copy, so I bought another one just in case to use. And
Should I use your lifeline? I don't think you're going to know this any better than I'm going to know it. I'm
Okay.
going to give it a shot.
well,
I think I have an idea.
it's got to be even before the 80s, like the 70s. It wasn't the 60s. No, that's too far. So-
I think it's
And please, if you're watching it in live stream, put it in the comments
What do you
and see
think?
how well you do.
85.
You think it's the end of the 80s?
85.
All right, I'm thinking now. If I'm right, can I get him a half a point or something?
Yeah, if he's calling you a lifeline, you can
Okay.
get the whole point.
Okay, I'm thinking closer to like 77, maybe 83. I'm saying lower.
We don't get up for him. We don't get that.
So what's your final answer between the two of you?
I,
You want to go 77?
if I follow your gut, I'm thinking late 70s, early 80s, so right in that range.
Let's go 77.
1974.
Oh, it was 74, even earlier.
So
All right,
you were
all right.
close. You were close. That's fine. You got more questions.
Designer James J. Saint Laurent.
Put one game off to the side.
It was also done as McMulty out in Germany.
See, you know all the
I know
other
everything
stuff.
else about that game.
All right.
James J. Saint Laurent
Wait,
passed away
Mark,
during
can you put one of those games off to the side so I can see it? We have 4 left.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, here we go.
This is so funny. I love the counting with the boxes.
I'll put those over so people
All
can
right.
see it. Okay, here we go. Who is the artist
Oh.
for your Fast Forward series, Fuji Flush, and 504? All the Friedman Freeze games pretty much use the same artist.
Yeah, and the reason I don't know this is because when Friedemann, when 2F Spieler gives us the game, they give us the whole game. It's all ready. We play it. We'll give them comments on it. So I do. Oh, I feel terrible. Oh,
Does Friedman do his own artwork?
no.
Ah, darn it.
Neither does Henning, and he's going to be mad at me because I don't know this, because Henning is probably watching this right now. Henning is the COO of 2F Spieler.
Yeah,
And I was just texting him before I got up here. So I don't know.
Is it a female artist?
I don't believe so. It's a foreign artist. I don't
Okay,
believe by
okay.
the name it's
All
a
right,
female
got it.
artist.
I unfortunately have to say no. I did not commission
Okay,
it.
that's
so-
all right. That's all right. You still
I'm
can.
doing
You
okay.
just need 2 more.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the artist is Harold Leask.
Oh, Harold. Yes, he always says Harold. He always says Harold, and oh,
That's
Harold.
all right. That's all
Sorry,
right.
Harold. I am sorry.
It's all right. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Hey. I'm sorry, I just hit the mic. I'm sure that was like boom. Okay, how many cards are in a deck of diamonds?
Oh, 60 cards.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding.
yeah,
There you go.
All
There you
right.
go.
Only need
We need one more, though.
You just need one
Five-
more.
One
five
more
s-
point. Yeah,
5
you-
suits. This is 4 suits of 12.
15.
Yeah. 15. 15. 1 to 15 and 4 suits. That's it. 4 major suits, 15 cards. Go.
There you go. See,
I
you
got
know
it.
it. All
I
right.
got the 60.
Here you go. Which of these is not a race in Among the Stars?
Oh, and there's so many. There's like 16 races. If you look at my
Qualine,
schedule. Oh my God.
Vok, Baiku, Zahudi. And I'll spell any of those that you want. So Qualine, Vok,
Pretty sure.
V-A-K,
I know the Vakar.
Baku, and Zahudi,
I
Z-E-H-U-T-I.
believe I recognize the Qualine from the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Vok definitely. They
Okay.
have this really cool
Okay.
special
So
ability.
who are the 2 that are left?
Hold on, this is one you actually know the answer to because I think I told you.
I do not remember our conversation.
Okay,
though.
so Qualine, Vok, Baku, B-A-K-U, and Z-E-H-U-T-I.
Yes, they are definitely in the race. So it's the Baku.
Okay, I remember you told me the twist, but I don't remember what that was either.
Okay,
Baku.
so is the one that is not in
Baku.
Among the Stars.
Baku.
That is correct!
That was it. And you did it right with the little apostrophe there, because they've got these weird like spellings and stuff.
Because Baku, and for those watching, if there's any Trekkie fans out there, is actually a race in Star Trek.
That's what you told
Who are
me.
the Baku? God, are you a Trekkie? I can't remember. You
I'm
just,
not.
like-
So I just went to the Star Trek wiki page.
And you grabbed
pulled
the
one out.
Baku.
Right, Mark, to be fair, even though I do remember you did tell me about that question, I wasn't helpful anyway.
You weren't.
in answering,
I got
so-
it.
Okay.
As soon as you spelled Zahudi, I'm like, oh yeah, I know them.
Nice.
Nice job. Okay,
Yeah.
so just one left.
One more,
So
but we already
you've
won.
you've
We
already won
already
the
won out
prize.
there.
So this is just for fun.
For fun.
Here we go. There are 12 different animals and animals on board. Name 10.
10 of 12.
All right,
10 of 12.
10 of 12. So there are tigers. There are rhinos. There are, oh my gosh.
Giraffes? Are
There are giraffes. There are,
Are there alligators?
crocodiles,
Okay,
I
yeah.
think. There are.
So what did you say?
Crocodiles?
No, I'm not telling you till you're done. So
I
is
say
your
crocodiles.
It's your crocodiles?
Yeah, I think. All right.
I don't want to cause you to get wrong.
Need
There are
six?
gorillas.
Yes. I will say that the 5 you've said are correct so far, except it is alligators.
All right.
Oh, it is
but-
alligators.
But I'm
Okay.
giving it to you.
Give it to us. Okay, they look similar.
We're in Florida. You should know the difference.
They're both insects. Okay.
So there's 5.
All right, there's
No, I'm trying to remember which ones you said.
foxes. I think there's fox. That cute little red guy, the fox. There's.
Is that an answer you're going to say?
Yes.
Foxes is correct.
All right.
Are there any birds?
No. Wow. The other African animals.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus is correct.
Okay. Wow.
So you've said tigers, you've said rhinos, gators, hippopotamus, gorillas, giraffes, foxes.
along with the tiger, are there any other big cats?
I'm trying to remember if there are lions, because there are tigers. I don't think there
So
are
was that
lions.
6 or 7?
We're up to 7. I'm up to 7.
Okay, you
I'm
got
counting
it. So you
them
need
down.
3 more.
Turtles.
Turtles, that is it. Yes, that's 8. 2 more.
Pretty good here.
That's good.
You are no help whatsoever, Lifeline.
Did you say alligator? I'm trying to think.
You said tigers, turtles, rhinos, gators, hippos, gorillas, giraffes, and
I
foxes.
didn't say any kind of bears. I think that's a panda. Is there a panda bear in there? Because I saw a dog.
So you're at 8. Okay, I'm looking at the final 4 you got.
We have 8. No pandas? Or just say bears?
How you doing out there? You writing in on what you think the final 4 are?
We're gonna go panda.
Panda is correct.
There we
All right,
go.
all right.
Just
See,
one
of the
more
three
I
left.
need.
One more of these 3.
Okay, I'm trying to think of the colors and shapes. They would see.
Yeah, it's the shapes and the colors that kind of.
And you said.
Oh, zebras! There's zebras! There's zebras! Yes! Yes!
Bring
Monaco for the
that
win!
That gold fever, you earned.
You earned.
This
I
is
only went
fun.
That was great.
So hold on.
was great,
Just
guys.
out of curiosity, do you happen to know the other 2?
No.
Just any idea? Guesses? Just throw them out there. Elephants
Elephants.
This is the
yes,
big great
yes,
thing.
and
Okay.
camels.
And
There are camels.
Yes.
I was afraid I was getting mixed up with Camel Up. I didn't
Nope.
want to spoil it for you.
That was pretty good. I was impressed that I got it.
There
10
you
of the 12.
go.
Very good.
6 of the 8.
Ooh, that
and
was
you
stressful.
And you missed probably the 2 hardest ones. The
yeah.
the year it was released.
That
You
was
got
a
That
hard
was a
though.
tough. And I
74.
really thought you would have gotten the artist, but that's all right.
Sorry, Harold.
It makes sense
Harold
in
Lesky.
how you said the games are prepared in advance, though.
Yeah, they take care of them. So.
That-
Anyway,
that
that was
is-
great, guys. Thank you so
That
much
is
for having me.
fantastic. So here's the thing with Stronghold Games. I think you have a newsletter that you want to make sure to subscribe to.
Yep, absolutely. Come to the website and subscribe to our newsletter.
StrongholdGames.com. Also, Stephen does a fantastic job of when games are getting ready to come out, he puts them on pre-order.
Absolutely.
So he has a list of games that have been released, what's on pre-order, and what's coming up. And it's constantly changing and it's constantly in flux. So
Thank
it's
you
a
for telling
website that you want to go to. Remember those games I told you about that he was coming out with later on this year that I'm really excited about? If you go and look on his website, it'll show you to be determined or Q3, Q4, so you can see what's going to be coming up in the mix. But for now, we have all these games that we just talked about that are getting ready to come out, including the Fist of Dragonstone. You slide that in there so you can see.
There we go.
As always,
Yeah,
Stephen,
thank you,
thank
guys.
you so much. That was
Yeah,
fun. You just
always.
won somebody a $25 gift card, and all they got to do is send a hashtag using the DTCQA.
That is the
ask us-
second of 2, or second of maybe more than 2 gift certificate. Second of 3 that we're going to be giving out today.
Today, we have one more contest that we're going to be doing in our next segment, which is coming up at 2:30. We're going to have.
We're going to be speaking with Richard Lanius.
Thank you. I
Oh,
couldn't.
so
no,
he is such a great guy.
Yeah, so we're just going to have a
Love
great
him.
conversation
Yeah,
with him.
Richard Lanius is just going to be. There's not going to be a game with him, but he's got some yarns he can spin. He's got some great tales to tell. He's a fun guy to sit with. And then we're going to be back here at 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have Mike Elliott, who you may know from making like Quarries and Dice Masters and Thunderstone. He's going to come on, and he's going to be part in our last contest to try to get us that third $25 Cool Stuff Inc. gift certificate. And then at 4:30, Chaz and I will be wrapping up our 4-day coverage, and we'll be signing off at that time. We'll probably go through some of those tweets that you've been sending us, answer some questions, just kind of give our final thoughts. But for now, Stephen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me here. It's been
Always
great.
a
It's
pleasure.
fun.
Always
This
a
is
pleasure.
one of those guys that is one of those publishers you can't really get your hands on. This guy you can actually get your hands on. In fact, he
course.
wants you to touch him.
Be appropriate, but yes.
With a fist bump or a good old hearty handshake or something like that.
With that, we're done.
We're done for now.
We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so with Richard Lanius, and we'll go from there.
All right.
That's right.
Bye, guys.
See you again soon.